Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about how I bought comic books to make people like me. So this video I'm going to be very honest with you and being very honest with myself. My YouTube and comic book collecting journey has been intertwined, and I have most definitely been influenced by other comic book YouTube people and just other people in general in this hobby because of how new I am to it. Looking back at some of the decisions I made, some of the books that I bought, the reasons I did certain things, made certain videos, slabbed certain books, bought certain books, I can't truly say that I bought them because I liked them or that, um, I was a fan of that. I bought them because I was influenced or I thought that that was what I needed to do. So in the beginning of my channel, obviously when I found my dad's comic book collection, I was very, very new to comic book collecting in general. And I didn't know necessarily what I liked, didn't know what I wanted. And I would say most, if not all of you, were in the very same situation at the beginning of your journey. So many of you collected comics when you were a kid, and so many of your feelings and what you love are wrapped up in your nostalgia. You're with your mom and dad buying that book off of the shelf. That was a core memory that was formed. I don't have that. So what I'm doing is I'm buying things, reading things, and trying them. Thinking, trying to find what I love, trying to find something I enjoy. Very good examples of this are my Fantastic Four collection and my Amazing Spider-Man collection. So, when I first started doing this, I thought that those were the runs that you collected. Those were the runs that you should collect. And I was influenced, and I'll go ahead and say the influencers. I was very influenced by Very Gary and Skeff's comic knowledge. And I thought that being a comic book collector was what they did. I didn't realize at the time that they were dealers. Like they weren't like collectors. They were dealers. And so many people on YouTube are that. I thought there was a process to becoming a comic book collector. You buy the spec keys and the key issues, and you get them graded, and you get them a 9.8, and that's when you become a collector. That's how you fall in love with this hobby. I was totally wrong. I went about that completely wrong, and so many people that were watching my videos, specifically people that had been in this for a long time, could see through that, and they definitely let me know in the comments. But if I'm being honest with myself and honest with you guys, that's what I did. That's what happened. So there's another side to that where if I didn't know what I liked, if I didn't know what I wanted, if I didn't know what I was doing, then these are all honest mistakes. There's no malevolence. There's no, bad intentions. There was just being a noob. I mean, there was just confusion. There was, didn't know what I wanted. So many people on YouTube at that time that were in the collecting were, doing unboxings and, showing what you got. And I thought that's what you did. Like, I thought you went out and you got the thing and then you collected it, and I was totally wrong. After reading some of the best stories of all time, I quickly started figuring out, like, damn, like some of my favorite stories are either they're not superhero related, meaning that they're, image or indie books, or if they are superhero related, it's kind of like the deconstruction of the hero where, the hero is fallible and, the hero can lose, or the hero is like broken. Those are some of my favorite stories. And then I quickly also realized, and especially with Amazing Spider-Man and this Fantastic Four stuff, is I have no interest in Silver Age or even Bronze Age stories. Like, my love of comics, kind of starts in the Copper Age and the more modern age. Like a good example of this is this Vengeance of Bane book. I mean, this is excellent. The Batman Nightfall stuff is so good. I mean, I loved reading that story. But then you get something like this, and it's a really cool cover, but I don't like these Batman stories. These old Batman stories are old. I mean, they are from a different time, a different writing style. So much exposition, just not for me. And I know that many of you watching my videos are between 40 and 60 years old. Like, the vast majority of the people that are watching are in that age group. The people that are my age, in their 30s or in their 20s, they don't collect the same way as you. They don't think the same way as you. They don't read the same things. They don't have the same type of nostalgia as you do. But I for sure appreciate these books. I appreciate the Silver Age books. I think they're awesome to collect. They're more so collector's items. But no, I don't like these stories. And Fantastic Four is a perfect example of this. These characters are corny. The stories are corny. They're very much for children, very childlike. I don't like that. And after doing this for several years now, I know what I like. I know stories that would potentially interest me. So I bought things, I did things, I submitted to CGC, I did the CGC unboxings because I thought that's what you did. I thought that that's what people wanted to see. I thought that's what you were supposed to have done. I didn't realize that, one thing, not everybody does that. Probably a minority does that as opposed to the majority. And if I'm being very honest with myself and you, I mean, it's a very hollow experience, comic book collecting in this way, getting slabs and doing that. And as far as the YouTube stuff, I was trying to sell comics. I was trying to flip some comics because I thought that's what this was. I quickly realized, well, not so quickly, but I eventually realized that so many of you buy things and then you just hold on to them forever. I mean, that is, you're a real collector. You're not in the business of flipping. And I don't really like flipping. That it's stressful. It's, that buying low, selling high, trying to milk every dollar you can out of something. I mean, it's just, I don't like that. It makes you turn against the hobby. It's a different thing. It becomes a job. And I don't like that. And these are things that people don't really talk about. I don't think a lot of people are honest with themselves of why they're in this, why they like it, why they enjoy it. But I would challenge you to maybe think about it, see why you're actually in this, because you may like it a lot more, or you may get out of it and save yourself a lot of time and money by being honest with yourself. I love the stories that I've read. These more modern stories, reading my trade paperbacks, my omnibus, absolutes, that's where I'm happiest. That's where I get the most enjoyment out of. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If at any point in time you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.